Oh, you can see.
Hi, Isaiah. So that's what you look like.
No, it's weird. It's weird seeing people for the first time putting a name to the voice.
You look pretty much like I pictured you.
All right. So we have
Okay.
Miss Julie Puma here, and we at GCO Capital Ventures and Consulting bought your house maybe like a month or two ago. And
Yeah. End of February, I think. Not February,
Mhm.
November.
November, end of November. I guess kind of tell how that experience was and
Our situation was that we had a big 3,000 square foot house and we were ready to downsize to something smaller. Our children are grown. We're not quite empty nesters, but there's only three of us. And that house was just too much for us. So we somehow found, I don't know, I think you found me,
I
Isaiah.
I found you.
You were very persistent. You called me like a year before that.
Yeah, it was December of 2023, actually, I
Yeah.
believe.
So we weren't ready back then, but I said I encouraged you to keep checking in with us, and you did every 3 months or so, and to got us to the point where we were ready to take action. And you and your team were so easy to work with and so helpful. You gave us the price we asked for. We felt really good about selling the house to you. And what really surprised me was all the effort you took helping us find another house to rent. We did not want to buy another house. We wanted to lease. And you just went above and beyond helping me through that whole process because it's daunting when you're just doing it by yourself and you're looking at all these different apps for, renting a home. So, in fact, the house we ended up leasing and living in now is one of the ones you found for us. So you guys were great.
That's
Even my
right.
husband was very happy with the whole process with you, and he's in finance and he's very selective. He's looking at me.
Yeah. What would you say to anybody else who's trying to sell their home in the Dallas Fort Worth area who maybe they're not sure if they could find another place to live or they're not sure if they could,
Hmm.
find someone who could actually solve whatever issues they might be going through to sell their
Right.
house conveniently?
Yeah, well, we did have some financial issues when it came to finding a landlord. Dave wants me to include saying that, and I agree with this totally. GCO Ventures is very trustworthy, and you're true to your word. Particularly you, Isaiah. You were, I think, the main person that we worked with through the whole thing, and you have really lived up to everything you told us. I would totally encourage anybody in this area that wants to sell their house, whether they're buying another house or moving out of state or just leasing, to go with GCO Ventures and work with you, Isaiah, because like I said, we totally trusted you. You came through doing everything you said you would and more. Actually. So, yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. And we were a little hesitant about going with a company that buys your house as is, because our other home had several issues that needed to be addressed. But it turned out to be the best alternative for us, especially because we ended up working and dealing with you and GCO Ventures.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think I have any other questions. I think you said
Okay.
it
I
all.
can't say enough good things about you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a pleasure working with y'all. I think I appreciate you guys for having that confidence, that vote of confidence, even if at first, selling your house online or
Hmm.
just selling your house, to someone who you never even met in person before or who hasn't seen the house themselves, it could seem
Hmm.
sketchy. It could seem fishy
Hmm.
at first, but
Yeah, we had our doubts at first, but you disproved all those doubts we had. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, I appreciate it.
I did love that house. I loved that house. We were in that house for 25 years. Our children grew up in that house. So I'm very sentimental about it and I'm glad. I know you're going to take good care of it and get good people living there eventually.
Absolutely. Another thing I want to talk about or ask is like the process to find you guys another house or yeah, another
Hmm.
house to lease.
Hmm.
You could have went with a realtor or a realtor could have, probably taken forever and then wanted a commission out of it or something. But,
Hmm.
whatever house you guys gave me the area and I guess tell them about the house that you're in now and
Hmm.
how those kind of expectations went versus reality.
Right. Well, we had a pretty tight budget as far as leasing another house that would be big enough. And boy, I mean, you sent me, I don't know, a couple dozen, what's it called?
Listings.
Listings, thank you, for me to check out. And I did check out some of them I just dismissed based on what I saw online, but several of them I went and looked at, and a lot of them, they were all good. But the best one was the one we chose, the one we're in. It's 2,000 square feet. Most of the other ones were less than that. They were like 1,700 square feet and didn't have as many bedrooms as we wanted. This one has 3 bedrooms. It's just a very spacious home, and the landlady is just darling. She's so nice. And I know you talked to her about our situation as well and helped get her comfortable with who we were and that we would take good care of the house. And that was instrumental as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's one of our strong suits at GCO is like being able to help sellers do
Hmm.
things that they didn't think were possible. Because if you do go with a realtor or a listing
Hmm.
agent or just a straight up some other investor who just wants to buy your house cash and doesn't care about anything else,
Right.
you're usually,
You're
stuck.
usually left on your own.
Right.
And that really surprised me about you when you stepped up and started sending me listings and even talking to some of the property management people about our personal financial situation. Some of them eliminated us just based on our financial situation, but you kept going. And I mean, if we'd sold it to anybody else, whether it was a private party or another company, they wouldn't have done that for us. And you just never know how much I appreciate you coming alongside me and helping me go through that process because it's overwhelming when you're doing it on your own. It's just like after a while, I looked at so many houses, I'm just like, go away.
But yeah, DFW area. So you
Hmm.
guys houses in Plano. We do Plano, Frisco, anywhere in the Dallas Fort Worth area, really all over
Right,
Texas too. But
right. Oh, that was the other thing about selling the house to GC Vent. It was so fast. It was so fast and easy. It was so much easier than we've sold another house in the past, and you have to list it and you have to pay a realtor and it takes time and you have all kinds of people walking through your home and it's got to look like it's come out of a magazine when you're going to have people come and view it. This was so much better than going through that process. So much better. And we still got the same price we wanted, so it was all good.
I appreciate
Mhm.
that. Well, that's it. That's it. We
Okay.
can just cut it right there.
Okay, good.